right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are here with Infinite Magic Raid. Yes, another one of these hero collecting type games where you can go in and get some heroes. Now, I don't know if we're going to be doing a full run through on this game. I'm just playing it and messing around with it. I haven't really decided if I'm going to do a real challenge run with it or just mess around and just do this video. But we're going to go over what the game's about, show you some of the heroes. I did decide, at least while I'm playing it, that I'm only going to use epic heroes as of right now. So I have fed all of my legendary heroes to my epics. All right, so yes, they're all gone. Every single one that I got, I think like 2 or 3 of them, and we summoned everything. Because I always do a summoning challenge. So I figured this time we'll just choose a tier of hero and go with that. So that's what I'm doing right now. Whether I continue with it or not, we'll find out as we go. So basically, it's like every other game you've played. You get wishes where you can go in and summon your heroes. All right, you can get a bunch of different. Oh, wait, I'm like going in the wrong thing here. There we go. Here's your wishes. So you summon, boom, there you go. Now you can get epic heroes from the lowest tier, so it is possible to do a summon run in this game if you wanted to. There you go. We got this little guy, little bandit, 1-star bandit. We can go to excellent wishes. This is where we've been summoning. We have 215 summons under our belt. It's a little laggy, I've been noticing on PC for right now, for me at least, just because of the emulator we're using, but who knows? All right, there we go. Maybe it's just the first time it gets a little annoying. All right, but yeah, you can get some free stuff here. Maybe we'll get something good. I doubt it. It's nice to start the game off with a wish list. Get it? Wish list. All right, that was a terrible joke. I'm sorry. But yeah, basically we summon all these heroes, and then you can combine them all. Which one thing that I do like about this game is that all of these heroes that you're getting, you don't have to level them up in order to craft the heroes into higher tiers. Oh, there we go. We got an epic Maguire. This is Jerry Maguire after his unfortunate departure from his job. All right, so that's your summoning. There's heroes. Let's go look at some of these heroes and see what they're all about. All right, so heroes. These are the ones that we are using specifically. Basically, most of the ones you get from the beginning. So this is Vero. Basically, she's a mage. She does crazy damage, and I've upgraded all of her skills to 5 as of right now, and she is 3-star ascended. Like I said, we used all of our legendaries to feed to our epics. I know, it's a tragedy, right? And who knows, maybe we won't even be able to beat it. Then we've got Naya. Now, she is, funny enough, kind of basically War Maiden. Funny enough, they made her look like War Maiden from Raid Shadow Legends, and she is War Maiden from Raid Shadow Legends. She has a defense down on an AoE, and so I was like, you know what, screw it. We'll build her, and that's kind of what we're using her for. So we've got our DPS, we've got our defense down. Then we've got Sinovi, or however you want to say her name. Really cool hero. She actually has some healing. She has, I think, what is it? This is her main skill. She does speed down. She has reduced speed, and she has a turn meter increase. So I decided we were going to pull her as our turn meter specialist. We've got our control person, Deca, who can basically do freezes. He's one of the ones we got another copy of and actually did his exclusive weapon right here. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a slowdown in the beginning. There you go. So we got 1 layer on him. So he can now, what is it? He inflicts tenacity down, which is nice. So that's going to be our control hero. And then we've got our shielder / kind of tank. He's going to take the front lead. He doesn't have a taunt or anything, but he does have a shield set. This is Wim. So yeah, these are all the heroes. I mean, we've got Maguire now. We've got Biden. This is Skull Biden. That's his name. We've got Assy, and I'm just making up names at this point. We've got there's so many easy ones here. We got Shiffatity. You know what? We're just gonna stay away from the names, I think. Yeah, all right, here we go. Farnell. It's funny he's a dragon, but yeah, he's Farnell. That's such a weird choice. We've got Reliant. We've got Aegea, who's actually kind of cool. He actually has a good final skill. He deals extra damage and caps at 50% of basic damage by 15% of the target's max HP. So he does have that going for him, and he looks really happy to see us. Look at his little smile. It's very cute. All right, we've got Anton. Okay. We've got Norma. We've got someone here who I actually do really like, actually, not Norma. Visley, who also has some pretty good skills. She attacks all enemies 70% chance to reduce target's attack. So she is someone that we will probably be leveling up early on, as with Aegea. Those are 2 heroes that I'm looking towards doing. And we have Deschanel. I think I had it right the first night. she's someone we're going to build just because she has a turn meter increase as well. So she's someone I'm interested in getting to build as what in the later parts of the game. We just got her recently. I don't think she was that good if I remember correctly, but who knows? You never know. We've got Shatar. Yeah, yeah, exactly. A whole bunch of heroes. So these are all the epics we got. And basically, you go in and you go to the Mysterious Tavern, if I can. All right, here we go. Quick craft. We do have some heroes. So see, you just hit quick craft and it'll just automatically craft these all. All right, consume. There you go. And then basically, if you don't want to quick craft epics, because you can do it, say consume epic heroes, you can get rid of epics too quickly if you want. I'm trying to not use epics as much as possible. I did use a few of them in the beginning, like copies of them to upgrade. Not a great idea, but it still is okay for me because we do get enough epics where it's not going to matter too much in the long run. You do need extra copies, which I assumed you did, but I wanted to get my main team up and started awakening them, so we just did it. All right, so that's that. There's a bunch of events in this game. I can't even go through them all. There's so many events. It's actually almost overbearing because I can't tell you how many times I've clicked. I'm not going to go through all these because the red dots are going to, or, they're whatever. They're just going to be here. But look at all these events. There's so many events. And I'll be honest, like I said, I'll be honest, it's too much. There's just too much going on at once. And there's like a dice game. There's an event for, summoning. There's an event, like there's too many things going on right now. And I don't really like that. So the game does like to give you a bunch of free stuff. There is a treasure chest for an idle aspect of the game, so you can claim free, gold and stuff like that just for doing it. And there's a bunch of stuff like you get gifts apparently all the time. Here we go. We get for binding our account, we get 50 gems. That's exciting. There's talents, which actually I don't even think we've done yet. Yeah, we actually just started unlocking talents, so we can actually do these. So attack enchantment. So there you go. Boom. We get a little bit more attack from using the enchantments. And then this is for each type of hero, I guess. Yeah, this is for each type. So there you go. Most of this we get from the arena. So we get a nice 100 attack increase for that. Now, arena. I know you guys all love to see arenas in these games. So arena it's rough. I'm not gonna lie. There's some bad things in here. All right, and the legendaries are overpowered from what I've seen. I had a team that I literally was, I think, maybe 15k stronger than, and we got our ass handed to us. So there is that. Let's throw all these guys in here. Granted, we're just starting and we don't really know what we're doing, and we're kind of throwing heroes in for whatever. But this won't be an easy one. We're gonna start on auto. But we lost. And I actually leveled up to 110,000 and they were 75 and we finally beat them. So legendaries are much stronger in this game. So I have a feeling that arena is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt. All right, we're at 4 times speed. There's my defense down, my main attack. Oh, they're going to be doing a lot of stuff. Boom. And then she comes in and nukes them. Like I said, it's going to be a little slow down. There you go. It always slows down in the beginning when we first start playing these games on this system, but it's not a big deal. All right, so there we go. It'll be fine once we get out. Now, you do have to deal with loading screens every time you go in and out, so that can be fun. Let's find a team that's reasonably stacked, if there is one. Actually, none of these are stacked. Here, this one has a 1-star. This has a couple of legendaries. Let's see how strong they are. There you go. Auto. And basically the idea here is we put some speed gear on our fake war maiden. See? So now she's got her defense down. She's not really landing it that much, so it's obviously not perfect. It looks like we're doing all right here. We're not doing terrible. I mean, granted, this team is half our power. We probably should have killed them in the first hit, but there you go. They're starting to fall, and it looks like their legendaries are just staying alive for a very long time. But I want you guys to kind of see what you're up against. This is a team that is half my power, guys. All right. So just to kind of give you an idea of the legendary situation in this game, we are literally dealing with a team that is half power, 55k, and all of it is in 2 heroes pretty much. So this is going to be essentially Raid Shadow Legends all over again, where you're going to have heroes that just have insane skills and kind of, I mean, this is early tier game, and these teams are like 55 to 75k, and they're already like this. All right, where you're going to take a little bit of time to be able to kill them, and at higher level, I'm assuming you're more than likely just going to have fights that last forever. I don't really like that aspect of this game. So that's one thing that I'm not like, I'm kind of, it's immediately iffy for me when you do that. Now, the campaign itself is It is what it is. I'll be honest with this part too. It's kind of stupid. I mean, we go in here and you challenge things. You can skip stuff. I mean, you could not skip it, but it's like the options there. And we kind of just blew through normal campaigns. Say you can go through like this and just skip everything. So there's really there's no real sense of victory. I mean, you do have to fight the bosses. So there is that. See, like you have to fight these. And I do like the skip feature. However, I don't like it on first run throughs. Like it kind of eliminates the need. Wow, this is really getting some slowdown here. It's not the game, by the way, so don't worry about that. Like it's not like you're gonna have slowdown. I play it on my tablet and it's fine. This is only when we're using it through an emulator. It's a little bit, clunky. But yeah, it looks like it speeds up once the game's like really. The other thing is that the game really hasn't 100% loaded yet. Like a lot of times when you first download a game, it's a little weird. And I always end up doing this with new games because it's just a little strange. But just know that it's not really like that if you play it on your tablet or your phone or whatever else you're going to play it on, unless you have a really bad tablet or phone. So there's that. Now, I don't I don't hate the game. It's a little weird. I mean, it doesn't really draw me in, I'll tell you that much, because I did play this game a long, long time ago, like a while, like right when it came out, when everybody was like, "Oh, it's the raid killer." I was like, "It's not going to be the raid killer. There's no such thing. There's no raid killer, guys. Those games do not exist." All right. The only other game that's going to beat raid would be a new raid. So here we go, battle it out. So now once again, like you're just going to skip through stuff, and it just kind of, like I said, it kind of just ruins the whole vibe of a game, and it makes it feel like, okay, so I can literally just do this. You know what I mean? I would understand if you could use this system after you beat something, and that way you still have that kind of way, the way you feel where you're like, oh, cool. Like the quests, and you kind of have to use the skip, by the way. I'm not saying this because in like a weird way. Like the quests that you have to complete in the game, like as far as achievements and things like that, are based on beating chapters that are super far ahead. So like they want you to beat, I think, hell, I think 10 or something, some crazy thing to get like a lot of the rewards in like the first week or whatever it is that you get the rewards. And I feel like they're just rushing their players through the game, and I'm already like, okay, cool. I don't really care anymore. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel. So that's why I was like, I don't know if I really want to do a challenge run on this. I don't think it's something that I would really even be interested in doing, just because it doesn't hold my interest. And the funny thing is the game itself is fun. Like it's good. It's got some positives to it. The heroes are really cool. The skills are good. The bosses are at least reasonably cool. Like it's just there's some weird choices for the game. It seems like it almost seems like they're overcompensating with events to make people like the game, so they're like, "Oh, I get cool free stuff today." But it's also ruining the experience for a new player because you're just getting too much crap at once. I mean, I literally summoned, I think, 150 summons in like the first hour or two, because they give you free codes, they give you a bunch of free stuff, and it's like, I get giving people free stuff. I don't get giving somebody too much. The best way I can explain it is there was a game, and I can't remember what it was called. There was a mobile game that was really good. It looked almost like that Odin Sphere kind of thing, and I forgot what the game is called. Uh, Blaze, right? Something Blaze. I'm sure one of you guys know what it's called, but either way, the game was great. Literally, the beginning, it was amazing, an amazing game. Let me see if I can just. And what ended up happening is they made it where you log in as a new player and you just get thrown like hundreds of new heroes. And it's so overwhelming and stupid, and you don't know what to do, and you're killing everything in one hit. The game is boring. And this is what I think this game is suffering from, at least from my perspective, coming into it as of right now as a new player again, is that I don't feel excited about anything that I'm getting. I don't feel like there's anything fun that you get. I'm just getting thrown a bunch of crap. I literally got, I think it was like 4 or 5 legendaries, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I mean, I fed them because, like I said, I don't care, but I wouldn't recommend you do that. But here you go. See, and there's another legendary here for doing these quests. But look at this, chapter 12. We have to clear the space temples. This is something separate. I don't really think that this really would count. Oh, wait, here we go. Actually, that was what I wanted. Let's go back into that. Where was that? Was that quests, achievements? Was that here? No, that's not this. That's the problem. Is like there's so many quests. I don't even know which one is the one that you have to do. Here we go. This one, clear spec. All right, so beginner challenge. All right, so now this is the beginner's challenge. This is what we're on right now. Okay, and we have to complete the gate 10 times, which is fine. That one's fine. This opens up, and they want us to already complete 210 hard mode to get these gears. Now, that's already like you're already through an entire campaign just to go back into hard mode. Like I said, some people might like this. There's like 5 or 6 campaigns, so it's not like it's like you're going to be done tomorrow because you finished hard mode. So I'm not saying this in like a oh god way, but here you go. Look, we're already into hard mode. We beat common, all right, and then there's still nightmare, hell, and master. So that's fine. There's more stuff to complete, but it feels rushed. And I mean, you're getting free stuff. Look at this. You get all this free stuff just for beating and getting stars. I don't feel any sense of accomplishment for anything I've done so far. Literally, I feel zero accomplishment in this game. I don't see it as like, oh my god, this is amazing. I don't really think that there's a lot going on that I'm like, okay, cool. I can't wait to get that. Like, I literally am just clicking buttons at this point and getting stuff, and that's kind of how I feel. Let's go into wishes. Did we get any new wishes? And I also don't want to go clicking through all these events. Like there's a lot of events, almost too many. And I would show you, but honestly, it's literally, oh look, we got McGuire again. See, twice. Twice we got him. But it just seems like too much is what it feels like. And there's milestones. Oh, get out of here. There's milestones right here. I'll at least show you stuff so people can get stuff for rankings. There's the talents I showed you. There's Valhalla, which honestly I don't even know what this is. Here we go. We get stuff from here. So oh, that's right. So we can actually, I guess, work our way towards crafting heroes that are mythical. So that's exciting. So this is where you get your mythical heroes. And there's a reasonable amount, not too many. Looks like there's one per faction. But they're pretty cool. I mean, they look cool. So there you go. That's that. And then we've got the tavern where you heal other people. You've got a market, standard market. You can come in here and buy a bunch of stuff if you want. Here, we'll just do this real quick. We'll just do some summons. Here we go. 1, 2. We'll do 30 because we got a bunch of free gems, right? And you're not supposed to use it for this, but we're gonna do it anyway. Once again, I'm feeling saucy with it because I'm actually giving my. It was funny in the beginning. I was like, I don't really know. Like I kind of like it, and then as I'm saying it, it's making me understand why I'm like why I left the game to begin with. Now let's see what we get. Are we gonna get anything good? Well, maybe. Oh, who's this? Who's this? That's a new hero. Is that the dancer? Ah, she's new. Winona Ryder. That's who we got. All right, continue. Let's see what we get. Anything good? Got the robot guy again, who's kind of cool. And let's see what we get. It's another one of those you may or may not get a legendary. All right, well, there you go. We didn't. That was unfortunate. Here we go. 10. Confirm. Let's see. Do we have enough to buy one more? No, we don't. Red Diamond Shop. We don't want any of that. All right, well, either way, we got nothing. So that's fine. Get out of here. And then you do need a lot of copies of heroes to upgrade your heroes. So if I go in here and now let's just say I want to awaken this girl who's now 3-star. I need 5 stars. And this continually gets more and more, I would assume. I don't even know what this is. Yeah, no, can't do it. But basically, yeah, we just have to keep throwing in 5-star heroes to keep upgrading these guys in rank. So it's a little annoying in that respect. I mean, I don't know if you can farm heroes from campaign, like if you can just go in and get like 3 stars and then use those. We have a bunch here now that we can upgrade and get another 5-star probably. But other than that, I mean, there's equipment. All right, we have equipment, artifacts, all that stuff. So we can equip all these things. We've got legendary gear that we got from the quests. There are artifacts here. This one, say this is an artifact that you get for doing quests, and it gives you HP, mastery, and more HP rate. It's essentially just more gear that you get for awakening. They're like little accessories, I guess you could say. So those are kind of fun. It's a nice little bonus. You also have the Echo, which is basically a card system. You equip these little cards, and they have different things that you can upgrade them and all that, and you get different skills. We only got some garbage cards, so there's that. And the exclusive weapon, like I said, is just extra stuff that you have to have another 5-star hero for. So a lot of this game is really just based on you feeding heroes to heroes. Like that's essentially the whole game. And I haven't noticed anything special about the game yet. Nothing crazy good. I mean, there's dungeons. There's the standard run around in the space temples, which are essentially you walk around a map and kill things. That's really all it is. Dragon Cliff, I think, just opened. Oops, sorry. It looks like we can challenge the Dragon Chief. I don't even know what this gets us, but let's find out. We're gonna do it. It's brand new. Bring these guys in. Oh, and you can skip it. There we go. We've never played that, and we can skip it. Look at that. So we got 2,000. Okay. So that's exciting. We'll just battle it. Oh wait, I didn't want to skip it. I did it again. There you go. We can just keep getting coins. I want to know what this fight actually looks like. All right. So I don't understand why they have a skip for content that you've never played. It's so crazy. Like the skip is supposed to come after you clear it. Let's see how long this fight would have taken. And can you kill him is the question. So it looks like you can get this fight up to 300 turns. There you go. But honestly, just watching and playing this game, I can see why people like it. I can see why there are people that would enjoy this game. There's nothing terrible about it, and I'm assuming that once you get into the later stages of the game, you'll probably end up having to actually pay attention a little bit more. And I know most games are like that, but it really does ruin the early game experience. I mean, we've been playing, I only played this game for like a couple of hours, not even that much. And I already have a max team that is level 100. Like, I mean, not a max team, but I have a team that's 100, level 100. Like, there was no feeling of, oh, I need to level up these 2 or 3 stars that I have in the beginning of the game. They just hand you 5 epics right off the cuff and then hand you another legendary. It's like they just handed you everything to just speed through the beginning, and it's not fun. Like it's not fun at all. It's just clicking a button and skipping. But look at this. We're at 1 minute and 2 seconds. I mean, yeah, 1 minute and 15 seconds, and it's it. We're just kind of waiting. We could have easily skipped this, you know what I mean? And there's probably a way to skip it now. Like it's making me yawn. The game is making me yawn. So basically, that's that. I just wanted to see what content I just skipped. Yeah, I don't care about my stamina. We have like 4,000 stamina. Apparently, stamina is not a big thing until later. The first week, you probably don't have a problem. Well, maybe not the first week. Maybe the first few days if you're doing everything. If I get a 3-star, what does a 4-star chief do? Look, I can get 2 4-stars. That's exciting. So this is where we get some eggs. So Dragon Cliff. Then you've got the gate of whatever the hell that name is. Nibelunga. There you go. I had to say it right. You've got your gear stuff here, and you get rewards. Yeah, for completing. Now, these I don't think you can skip. Yeah, these you can't skip. Let's see if we're even strong enough to win. I would assume we are, considering it's level 20. But so this is a level 20 area, just so you can kind of see how strong epics are versus the bosses at level 20. All right, just so you can see the HP that these bosses have. So this is a level 20 boss. See that? Now, the reason I'm bringing it up is because you can see that our level 100 team with mostly reasonable gear took a reasonable amount of time to kill that. And that's only at level 20. So now my curiosity is, what are we up against once we get into like 50 or, you know what I mean? It's like, let's see what the next stage is. What level is this? So now we're 5 levels higher. Okay. But either way, that boss took a reason. He probably should have died in one hit, is what I'm saying. Like, he probably should have died in one hit for that level 20 boss versus my 100 team. So that means that if that's what we're doing at 20, I'm assuming we're going to be getting pretty crazy here. I mean, look at this. We're going all the way up to, I mean, you can go up to level, I think it's like 150, 160, whatever the hell the top is, but it might even be 200. I have no idea. But stage 40, I mean, yeah, that's a lot of stages to get power in. It's a little weird. Like I said, it's just a weird balance because I don't know what's supposed to be strong and what's supposed to be weak. You know what I mean? It's like I can't really decipher because there's no growing period where I'm like, oh, I should go into the dungeon and I'm only level 20. And I mean, I don't have that feeling of, okay, I was level 10 yesterday, now I'm level 15. You know what I mean? Cool, I gained some levels. No, I literally jumped from having zero heroes to a ton of heroes with, a bunch of stuff. And I think honestly, we could slow this game down a bit. I mean, if you just want to ignore all the events and everything that's going on in it, you could just play through with the rare heroes in the beginning, outside of the tutorial stuff. But you could literally just, I mean, look at all these epics already. It's crazy. Uh, you could just go in with these guys and try to beat stuff with these guys, maybe. You ain't gonna get far because they don't have any like. Look, they don't have exclusives. You can't awaken them. They don't have echoes. They have nothing. So these guys are just guys. They're just dudes. This guy is a dwarf, not a dwarf, a goblin, and that's all he's gonna be. We've got Reggie in the full effect right here. We've got Hordo. I mean, some of these heroes are cool. Like, why didn't we start the game with these heroes and just say, hey, fight your way up, and maybe you can, if you beat regular mode, you get an epic hero that's really cool or something like that. And then once you get into hell mode, maybe you get another epic. Just it needs to be more paced, and I think it's my only gripe about the game. Is that it's just it seems like I'm already bored with it, and I've only been playing it for a few hours. So I would love this game to be a little lighthearted. I might even consider playing this game with the rares. I don't think we're gonna get far because of I'm just seeing the power difference already against my epics, and I don't think that the rares would be able to do it regardless of what gear they had. I think they might get reasonably far, but not like definitely ain't going anywhere into like the main game because you have zero other things you can do to them except equip gear. So that's all you can do is equip gear. You can't awaken them, so that means they can't get accessories. Like you can't do much with them. So we'll see. I mean, I would assume they can't even go further than 5-star, right? So that means that they could only go up to level, I think, 100, right? That's it. So yeah, it's not even worth that unless you want to run through the beginning of the game with just your rares. Well, I mean, we'll see. I don't know how I feel about it, but let me know. Let me know how you guys feel about the game. Maybe I'm just being a jerk. Maybe I think I'm so used to games smashing me in the face in the beginning and making me work for my stuff that having a game that just hands you everything in the beginning is kind of crazy. I could literally have a full team of legendaries right now. Like I would literally have a full team of legendaries right now if I didn't feed them to my heroes. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so I mean, yeah, you guys let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me how you feel about this game. If this is something you play, it's a dumb game. I mean, if you want to play it and you just want to kind of kill time in it, if you want a game that doesn't really, matter and that you want to just do on the side, I could see this being a great option because the heroes are fun. It looks like it's got some stuff that's going on. I have a feeling it's going to get harder. Obviously, we're only in the first area of the game, so I know it's going to get better as far as having some kind of a task that requires thought, but it's just too boring to get to that point. Like I feel like I'm just clicking buttons and I'm not doing anything fun. Like I don't feel like there's anything rewarding in this game as of right now. So you guys tell me, let me know. And yeah, as always, like, share, subscribe. All right. You help my channel grow. And we also do a live show every single week and a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, if you're interested, join up. You can be a member. You get some, you get to see all my videos whenever you want. And you get some emojis. And you may get a video that you can watch that no one else is going to watch. I do not block anything behind paywalls. So all my main videos will be free. So don't get concerned. All right. So that's it for today. This is Infinite Magic Raid. It's a weirdo game. I don't hate it and I don't love it, but I just like it. There you go. I just like it. That's my final thought on it. All right. So this is Infinite Magic Raid. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.